Hey guys, it's Kristen and welcome back to the Gold Project. In today's video, I will be sharing with you some ways you can make inexpensive photo backdrops. All of the ideas I'm sharing with you today are ones that I use for my blog, YouTube, and for Instagram and Facebook pictures. Now, you can just go out and buy a nice vinyl photo backdrop, but they are kind of pricey. Even if you were to get a small one, I think I had priced one that was like a 3 foot by 3 foot. It was going to cost me like $36 to get it here. The shipping is a lot, I guess, because you have to roll it and put it in a tube. So I had to come up with some alternative ways to make photo backdrops for my blog, YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. So I had to get a little bit creative. After I found the backdrop I really wanted and it was $36, I decided, no, I'm not going to get that because I don't want to just do one photo backdrop for all of my social media. I want to do a variety of backdrops and I don't want to limit myself to just one. So I had to get creative and come up with some different ways to make photo backdrops that were inexpensive. Remember, I am on a budget for my blog and YouTube. So I'm going to share 4 different ways today that you can make photo backdrops real inexpensively. The first photo backdrop that I'm going to be sharing with you today is fabric. You can run out to Hobby Lobby or Walmart and just get a nice piece of, I think, a yard fabric, and that works perfectly for backdrops. This right here, if you've seen these in any of my pictures, this is a little 31 bin that I keep all of my fabric in, and I don't have a lot. I kind of went through last year and got rid of the ones that I never use. So here is my first one right here. I will share all the fabric I have in here. It's not very much, but what I will do is I will just lay it out and put my items on top and take pictures with it. But what I have started doing with some of this fabric is actually using the back side of it because it gives me a little glimpse of the pattern, but it's not really overbearing. So I like white backdrops in most of my photos, so I find that using the back side of the fabric works better for me. So this is one that I have, and I like it to be kind of light color. I don't like to use anything really dark when I do photo backdrops. So all of the fabric I have here is pretty light. Then I have this piece here. I have this piece. And I want to say most of this came from Walmart. And last but not least, this right here. And this is one that I definitely do not use this side for. I will turn it inside out. And if you see, you can kind of see the print on it, but it's still kind of muted as well. And now I'm going to pop up some pictures of some photos that I've taken for social media using my fabric as the backdrop. The second way that I make inexpensive photo backdrops is probably the one that I use the most often, and that is through scrapbook paper. And I'm going to post up here just some pictures that I have used with the scrapbook paper backdrops, but this one has got to be my favorite one, and this is a Maggie Holmes scrapbook page that came out of one of her paper pads, but it is my absolute favorite. I like to post white type of backgrounds, and this works perfectly for most of my pictures. Also, I have used this one quite often. Put it upside down. And the reason why I like this one is, once again, it has a white type of background, and that's kind of what I like to post on social media, is anything with white or muted out backgrounds. For my last 2 photo backdrop ideas, I'm going to go behind the camera because the products are so big. I want you to see the product and not me. One of them is already created and I've been using it a lot. And the other one I'm actually going to create on camera because the ones I was using prior to this video are looking kind of bad, so I need to make a new one. For my third photo backdrop idea, I use one of these trifold Elmer's display boards that I purchased from Walmart. These are great. I think I got this one for under $2, and it folds out. It's got 3 pieces to it, and all I have done is I bought some white fabric from Walmart. Very inexpensive fabric, probably the cheapest fabric you can get. And I took some craft bond spray adhesive. This stuff is great, but it gets really tacky too. So all I did was I took this crafting bond, I sprayed it over this entire board, and I pressed down the fabric to it. Now, this little corner down here is messed up, so I'll kind of give you a little idea of how I use this. So all I did, and make sure you shake it up before you use it, is I just sprayed, and then I folded it over and just pressed. Now, a few things about this spray adhesive that you need to know. Number one, it has a very strong odor. It just does, so you want to make sure you have a fan going or make sure you spray in an open area. Number two, it kind of goes everywhere. So make sure that you are not spraying this adhesive in an area where you have precious like furniture, clothing, carpet. Make sure that it's not directly on something because you don't want to ruin anything with the adhesive. The more spray that you apply to something, the more permanent it will be. So if you just want to do a light spray because you just want fabric or something to stay for just a little bit, that's fine. But the more you apply to it, the more the fabric will stay. So I like to use this at school too, like on bulletin boards, to make sure that it sticks when I use fabric. So this is a great way to kind of white out the background of a photo. And the last way that I'm going to share with you is actually probably my second most used way, and I use this for backdrops on most of my like Plan With Me YouTube videos, and that is using this foam board that I purchased from Walmart. It is like a heavy foam material. It's not just the regular poster board, but this is what it looks like. I think I paid 77 cents for it. And what I do, I cover up the foam board, of course. What I did was I went to Lowe's and I purchased this peel and stick laminate, and it was in the storage department at my Lowe's with the shelving and the storage boxes and all the little kitchen accessories. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut off a piece of this laminate and apply it to the foam board. And this is what it looked like. I wanted to have a little, I wanted it to be white, but I wanted it to have a finish on it too. So this is the marble looking laminate. My backdrop is done here. Now the only hard part about this, and this can be a tedious process, is that you have to make sure that you get the air bubbles out. So I used my Erin Condren ruler to push out all of the air bubbles. So this took a little bit longer than any of my other backdrop ideas, but it is very, very useful. I love this way, and you can get tons of different laminate or shelf adhesive from Walmart, Dollar Tree, Lowe's, on the internet, even Hobby Lobby has it. So this is probably my favorite way to make an inexpensive photo backdrop. And when you buy your shelf adhesive, I mean, look at all of that roll that I still have left. So if this one messes up, I have plenty of laminate to make a new one. And that is all for this video. I hope you enjoyed seeing all of the ways that I make inexpensive photo backdrops. I hope this has helped you for your social media accounts. If you like the how-to type of videos, I hope you give this video a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet, I would greatly appreciate it if you would do so. I hope y'all have a fantastic week, and until next time, bye you guys.